Hey now everybody, and welcome to day 2 of our feature of board game artists. Today we're going to get Steve's 3 picks for amazing board game artists. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, my first pick is Kyle Ferrin. Now, you may not know who he is, but he did some of my favorite art in the past year that came out in the game Root.
Root. He has such a great style, too. It's so different.
When we were looking at doing this list, he was one of the ones I was going to put on, except you put him on here. Because, oh my God, Root.
I want plushy, like, pillows of all those little meeples.
Well, you got the plushy...
We got the raccoon right there.
Yeah.
True, I'm talking. All right, so picture.
You don't, I haven't.
Not what I'm talking about. That's just a plushie. I want a plushie pillows. Picture it like a...
You want a pillow pet to sleep with it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, there you go. We can
like
get
a bird or that cat.
That would be cool, Steve. But his artwork style is amazing. Like, I love it. He did Vast as well. He also did a game, I think that came out last year, called Dungeon Mayhem, which is Dungeons and Dragons. And it's kind of like that same art style, but like all of the different weird D&D characters and stuff and monsters. It's awesome looking.
And it's so unique. It's like, I always think of it as kind of, like when I think of Root, I think of Mouse Guard, which we're big fans of Mouse Guard.
Very different style, but it kind of goes with
style, but it gives me that same vibe. I just... So good.
Back to the Root meeples, which I'm in love with.
And back to Steve, because I think we stole his.
Whatever.
I give you that Rubik's Cube back there, Chris.
Steve, you got your own show now. We don't have to...
That's true. Well, I know y'all talk about canceling it, so I don't know. I got to find something else. Anyway, what I really like about the meeples in Root is that they are simple. They're very simplistic, but at the same time, they are spot on. You know exactly what that thing is when you look at it.
Yep.
And it's cute.
Yeah.
So somehow he did all that in such a simple design.
Yeah, I tell you, my daughter loves the art on Root. My copy is still sealed, and she's just like, I want to open it. And I'm like, no.
Why don't you want to open it? What are you, like one of those...
No.
It'll be valuable if you don't break the shrink kind of guys?
Put it in his closet with the Cabbage Patch Kids.
It's actually on my shelf, like displayed, but...
she just played my copy.
It would, my daughter, because she's so fascinated by the artwork, would open the box, get everything out. All this stuff would get lost. So I'm like, no. This is going way up here on the shelf.
Well, like father, like daughter.
I know, right?
I was gonna say, it's totally different than when Chris gets a game out. Nothing gets lost.
I don't lose anything.
Never.
All right, Steve. Fantastic pick for your first one. Who you got on the list next?
The number 2 on my list, not that this is in any sort of numerical order, is Graham Cisk. And you've probably never heard of him. Maybe you have, but he's only done one game. But that game was done very well, and that is Cthulhu, a deck building game.
Yeah. Love the artwork in that game.
And Cthulhu is such an awkward topic to do art on because
it can be done any way.
Everybody has done Cthulhu art, so I think it's hard to find something unique to do.
Well, I think that's what he did here.
Yeah.
In this game, is he made it feel very chaotic and almost maddening in a way. Like it's a very wispy art. It's very it's very chaotic when you look at it. Even if you look at the old Vampire the Masquerade books, right? How all of it was very sketchy and like there's ink everywhere and stuff. It's kind of like that. It's so like chaotic looking, but it's so beautiful in its chaos.
It is. And each card, I like looking at. I want to go thumb through the cards, see all the art, which is something I don't do in every game. So when I find myself wanting to do that, I know this is a good artist.
Steve's going to be one of us soon, because that's what I do when I get a game.
I do that all the time.
I love the artwork. I'm just like, I'm looking at every card. I'm like,
I'm going to stop doing that immediately. This is the last game I thumb through.
Well, there's a particular reason that I love this guy's artwork. Because there is a picture of me that has been painted by this fella. And I'm a sea captain, which makes me extremely happy.
No.
I get to be a sea captain in the game Cthulhu, the deck building game, and it's going to be on our Kickstarter coming up.
Do you have the Admiralty hat on?
No, I'm an old salty sea captain with a pipe.
Oh, geez, cool. That's awesome.
It's beautiful. All right, Steve, what is your third pick?
Great question, Jamie. My third pick is Fernanda Suarez. And if you're not familiar with her, she did the game Ashes, which is beautiful artwork.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
That is the number one thing that drew me to that game right off the bat. And then the gameplay was kind of secondary. I thought it was a really cool concept with all the dice and stuff. But my goodness, that art and all those cards.
She works with Isaac Vega a lot. She did Dead of Winter as well.
Yes, she
which
did.
Is absolutely gorgeous.
She certainly did. She did a lot of the Ashes stuff. There's so many like expansions and things, and they're all great. And I tell you what, I picked her last because she's the best. In my mind, out of my list, she's the best technical artist, which means she has the most detail and the most skill. Not that the other two are bad. They wouldn't be on my list. But check her out on Instagram. She's got a page with all kinds of amazing artwork.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, detailed. Oh my gosh. The Ashes art is so, like, just little tiny pieces on the characters on every card. Wow. Wow. Good pick, Steve. That is a great number one.
And there's a piece of trivia that I have about her as well.
Oh.
Did she draw you as a sea captain?
No.
That'd be great.
It'd be great if she did.
Everybody does sea captains of Jamie.
Yeah,
We're just gonna
wait till you get to my
wall.
list. There's a sea captain of me in that one too.
Oh.
No. The piece of trivia is that she did the artwork for the Rolling Dice Taking Name logo, the little goofy squirrel guy.
Yeah.
Really?
She did the artwork for that.
Oh, that's cool.
She
It's
sunk
beautiful.
to that level, huh? Man. Stay true to yourself.
She got paid in moon pies.
Fernanda, stay true to yourself.
Wonderful list, Steve. I'm so happy. Every single one of them, fantastic.
Yep.
Absolutely. Now, if the other two did Sea Captains of me, it would be great. But they didn't. But they're secondary.
Jamie's list is going to be people who did sea captains and people I want to do sea captains of me.
All right.
Maybe she could draw a picture of me with Kermit the Frog on my shoulder. But that's probably trademark.
Oh,
All
Steve.
right, well, come on back tomorrow where you're going to get my list of some of my favorite board game artists. We'll see you then.
Later.
Good night.
Thanks so much, everybody. If you've enjoyed this video, please do us a giant favor by subscribing to the channel and clicking that wacky bell icon. If you're into board games, miniatures games, role-playing games, we have a bunch of audio podcasts you might enjoy. You can find those at thesecretcabal.com or on iTunes and Stitcher.